Hello, good morning students. In previous lecture I discussed some numerical based on the Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. Today we will discuss about the next article in this chapter, that is Wheatstone's bridge. In this Wheatstone bridge, four resistances are connected in the form of closed circuit across the point A, B, C and D. Here, this galvanometer is connected between these 2 points, that is point B and point D, and a battery of EMF E and key. It is connected across the point A and point C. When circuit is closed, current flows through the circuit. At point A, this current is divided into two equal parts, that is I1 and I2. The current I1 flows through the point AB and point DC. Also, the current I2, it flows across the point AD and DC. When potential at point B is greater than potential at point D, at that time this galvanometer shows deflection to one side. And if the potential at point D, this is greater than potential at point B, at that time this galvanometer shows deflection to other side. Also, if these 2 points are at equal potential, this means that potential at point B is equal to potential at point D. At that time, no current flows through the galvanometer. Therefore, that is the galvanometer shows zero deflection. If galvanometer shows zero deflection, at that time network is said to be balanced. If the network is said to be balanced, at that time potential difference between point VA and VB is equal to potential difference between point VA and VD, and therefore potential difference between point VA minus VB, this is equal to potential difference between VA minus VD. Potential difference between point VA and VB, this is equal to I1 times P. Therefore, I1 times P, this is equal to VA minus VD, that is I2 times R. And therefore, I write here I1 upon I2, this is equal to R upon P. Suppose this is my question number 1. Similarly, the potential difference between point VB and VC, potential difference between VB and VC is equal to potential difference between VD and VC, and that's why we can write down here VB minus VC, this is equal to VD minus VC, and we know that potential difference between VB and VC, this is I1 times Q. This is equal to potential difference between VD and VC, that is I2 times S. And after calculating this, I1 upon I2, this is equal to S upon Q. For this is equation number 2. Therefore, by comparing equation 1 and 2, by comparing equation first and second, for equation number 1, I1 upon I2, this is equal to R upon P, and our equation number second, I2 upon I2, I1 upon I2 is equal to S upon Q. Therefore, R upon P, this is equal to S upon Q. And therefore, rearranging terms, that is P upon Q, this is equal to R upon S. And this is called as Wheatstone's bridge condition. In this condition, any three resistance, value of any three resistance is known as, then we can calculate value of fourth resistance. This same balancing condition can be obtained by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to this circuit. Sure, shall I explain alternative method of this balancing condition of Kirchhoff's networks. Applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to the closed loop. Say this is A, B, T, A, B, D, A. Consider this closed loop A, B, D, and A. This is a path of current in this way, and we know that the sign convention, potential difference taken in the direction of conventional current is negative, and therefore we can write down here minus I1 times P. Then if you come to this side, that is minus G times in bracket Ig, and again potential difference taken against the direction of conventional current, this is positive, therefore plus I2 times R, this is equal to 0, and therefore this I1P minus I1 times P, this G multiplied by 0, Ig is equal to 0, this is equal to minus I2 times R, and therefore minus I1 times P, this is equal to minus I2 times R. This minus minus becomes plus, and therefore I1P, this is equal to I2 times R. Sorry. Suppose this is my equation number 1. Also consider another closed loop. Say BCDB. In this closed loop, again can apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Potential difference taken in the direction of conventional current. This is the direction of conventional current, that is minus I1 times Q. Minus I1 times Q. Then potential difference taken against the direction of conventional current, this is positive, therefore plus I2 times S, and plus G multiplied by Ig, plus G into Ig, this is equal to 0, and therefore minus I1 times Q plus I2 times S plus G multiplied by 0 is equal to 0, and therefore minus I1 times Q is equal to minus I2 times S, and therefore minus minus becomes plus. I1 times Q is equal to I2 times S. This is my equation number 2. Therefore, comparing equation, divide equation first by second. Divide equation 1 by 2 first by second. We get, this is our equation number 1. I1 times P is equal to I2 times R, and I1 times Q is equal to I2 times S. Therefore, I1 times P divided by I1 times Q, this is equal to I2 times R divided by I2 times S, and therefore P upon Q, this is equal to R upon S. This is called as balance condition. Balance condition for Kirchhoff's bridge. Okay, thank you.